Good morning, everyone. Welcome to sunny Bendigo East Bowls Club and the 2025 State Championships. This is our opening match. It's a men's fours last 16 match. We've got a Murray-Malle team, all from Murray Downs, up against a Geelong team, all players from Ocean Grove. And the Murray-Malle team won this only a couple of years ago, 2023. And a few of these boys in the Ocean Grove team won this in 2024. So we should be in for a beauty. I'm Troy Stafford and I'm joined by Tony Sherwell.
Morning, Troy. Morning, everybody. A cracker day here in Bendigo. And as you say, two pretty good lineups. My recollection tells me the Murray Downs boys have won something like 5 out of the last 6 fours titles up in their region. So certainly familiar with State Champions Week here at Bendigo East. Now thanks to the volunteers and everyone here at Bendigo East for preparing such beautiful greens, like absolutely immaculate. This is a bowler's heaven. Certainly no trouble for Craig Rippon, the opening couple of bowls. This is Shorty McCRAIG, Gary McCRAIG, but nickname is Shorty. Leading up for the Murray-Malle rink.
So Murray-Malle with Shorty McCabe lead, John Caldwell 2, Brian Lehmann, known as Buck, at 3, and Josh Thornton skipping. And the Geelong team, Craig Rippon, Mick West, one of our regulars, Alan DRURY, and Brad PAVEY.
Yeah, Mickey West, known as being one of the best tipsters in the game, but pretty pointless asking him in this event. Of course, he's going to tip himself.
A little biased, wouldn't he?
His own team, you would imagine. Look at the finish on these bowls, Troy boy.
This green, I watched him roll yesterday afternoon. Was beautiful. It was running probably 15.
Perfect.
Taking lots of grass.
Yeah. So this is the round of 16. JC gets the jack back, holding 1, maybe 2. Round of 16 action here, so the winner from each of our region titles have found their way to Bendigo. We've got 4 matches up on A green and 4 down on B green. Not much difference between the 2 greens. B green maybe a second quicker, but both excellent greens. We'll bring you 2 matches each day, where we have a clash from some players. We may even end up with a 3rd game some days.
Mickey West just going without the jack. You can see how far that cut away at the finish. If you don't chuck it out, you're going to be punished on this screen.
Yep. Johnny Caldwell looking to just come up through his first bowl and or Shorty's first 2.
He's done that.
Done that very well.
It's just about made 3. Looking into a bit of a sun here. We're bathing in sunshine, really.
Yeah, it's hard to argue, isn't it? My lily white legs may even see some sun this week.
Look out.
Yeah, look out everyone else. I apologise. Blinded off them.
You're on the right end of the camera. I didn't even look at the weather today. I probably could have worn shorts. That was a bit of a rookie error.
23 degrees we're scheduled for here in Bendigo. Quite fresh in the morning, fresh in the evening, but glamorous during the day.
You play there, mate. You're playing under that. You're looking that far over. You get the jack clean, throw it through.
This is Buck Lehmann, Brian Lehmann, but known as Buck. And I swear to goodness, as he just edges in.
Might have cut it to 1.
Every year when we come here, somebody decides to get some trees lopped in the front yard. So it's about 8 doors down. There's a tree lopper. So if you hear that in our microphones, we apologise.
They wait for the bowls to be played.
They do, yeah.
Yep. It's because you give them a plug. They're not silly.
Alan DRURY just kicking the shot bowl onto the jack. Still 1.
I think it's given them 3 seconds though.
Really play back to here.
Yeah, that would be correct. And the bowler Mickey West and the 2 of Alan Drury.
If he's got the weight, he's played this very well.
Just not quite the
No.
trip. As you say, line was very good.
Nice little, if Brad's around that front one, he's got a nice little shot to land that bowl. Trailer Jack. If he's a touch wide, he can get it off that yellow bowl that is his.
All these matches being live scored on Bowls Link. Other matches, Gold Murray up against Northern Gateway, Metro West against Sandbelt. Gippsland taking on Strzelecki on the rink next door.
Played that positively, but probably just a bit quick to let it get down a bit.
Downstairs on B Green, Eastern Rangers taking on Ballarat Highlands. Morning Peninsula up against Ovens and Murray. Bendigo Campaspe Goldfields taking on Yarra. And the final match is Wimmera taking on West Coast. As I say, all those matches being live scored, so you can follow along.
Josh looking at another one here. Needs a friend.
Don't think it's quite going to hold.
No. I'd be happy if he could get in the way.
No, he's kind of done that a little bit.
Yeah. Might make Brad play through that hole now. It's making him have a look. He's got enough bowls in the head to play it positively. I tend to like that hole.
Yeah, Jack's moved a couple of times, so in essence there's really only 1 or 2 bowls behind the Jack.
Yeah, even if he gets that Jack, happy days. If he gets the Jack and moves it to back left of screen, he'll bring that white one in too.
Boys just reminding each other to stay out of the road of the cameras. Well done.
They're good boys.
They are. All right, what's Paddles done here? Of course, Brad Pavey, nicknamed Paddles.
Needs to miss the
Gonna
front. No
Well,
change.
it was worth a shot, as you said, Troy Boy. There were plenty of bowls in there to use. So. JT just on the forehand draw. Interesting to see whether he sees this coming around the blue bowl to try and sit the white or getting under.
At this point, either of them, I think he wanted under, but probably didn't quite have enough weight.
No, that's all right. No harm, no foul. 1 shot. The way of Murray Malle. Opening end, 15 end matches. No time limit here at state championships. It's not about the schedule and rushing through games. It's about finding the best team. Any dead ends are replayed.
Morning to all viewers and anyone commenting. Morning to you, Pidge. I'm sure we'll see you later in the week. Morning to you, Sarah. Oh, waiting for a flight. It's funny when you don't read things properly. I thought I said waiting for a fight. I'm like, oh, okay.
Hit him, hit him.
Off to Sydney. A 20-kilometre hike.
Ah, good on you, Sir Roger.
At least you can call it a fun run because those 2 words don't go in a sentence together.
Matty Flapper supporting his Ocean Grave teammates, saying, come on, Snags, Westy, Trapper, Paddles. Brett Marnie's saying he's tipping Ocean Grove for this game.
Yeah, good weight
Might
from
be a
Shorty.
Bit of a square up from Brett Marnie, I reckon. I like it. No rest time for us, Pidge, that is correct.
Any explanation on that one?
Well, I think there's a no love lost between JT and Yarraville Footscray. He doesn't tip them
in the Premier
typically
League.
in Premier, so I think Pidge might be just returning serve very well.
Well, that makes a bit of sense. That's why JT did so poorly in our tipping,
correct.
because he didn't tip the team that won the flag.
Given they won the whole competition.
I tipped you regularly, Pidge, just for what it's worth. Yeah, good opener from Craig.
Thanks for your kind comments on the Vic Open pitch. Congrats on your pairs title and a good run in everything else. Morning to you, Brendan Elliott.
Turns that bowl past the jack. Both leads electing to play opposite sides of the rink here. Both hands just look so good that it doesn't really matter what hand you play.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's really, you know, we saw in a couple of rinks in previous streams, there's been a wider hand and a narrower hand, but these two look relatively even, so whatever the shot is, whatever the option is.
Hopefully, Anthony, your caravan is somewhere near Bendigo East and you can bring us some of that tandoori chicken for lunch. Would be beautiful.
Yeah, come on, Anthony, stop teasing us. Oh.
Speaking of teasing.
Yeah, Johnny Caldwell with not a bad bowl, but just halves the jack the wrong way.
Mickey West would love to tuck this round the corner. Watch how much these turn. What a handy home. If you don't touch the jack, that's exactly where you'd want to finish. Oh, he's not far away here. What a shot this is. No jack. Oh, what a shot. It's played it perfect.
Yeah, two great bowls for Johnny Caldwell. First one, touch unlucky. Second one, picture perfect.
Mickey West can play almost the same sort of weight. Jack and bowl are touching, so it won't take much to move to spring that jack back to their two bowls. He's played the exact same bowl.
Oh, wow.
Consistency is the key.
Like running it down a test table for Mickey West.
How did JT get on the TV ring? $50.
A bag of cash. We do enjoy the comments and the questions in both YouTube and Facebook, so feel free to send them in. I do like a bit of interaction.
Andy home this, it's forcing the Ocean Grove team to play the right weight. Don't think that's going to be the line.
Pretty much every bowls manufacturer being used on this rink. I'll see some slightly different lines from different bowls.
The bowls of Mickey West in particular, really wide.
This is Buck Lehmann using a Henselite XG.
Another handy home.
Yeah, arguably that's where the jack's going with any contact. A little straighter maybe.
More of a chance on this one if it just gets down. What a great effort. Again, coming to a good home.
Darren Yates is a fan, saying great choice putting Westy on the stream. And Matt West, obviously no relation to Mick West, saying go the Murray Malle boys.
Unless he is related and they just don't like each
Well,
other.
it could be that too. Had a blue at Christmas, so now I'm supporting the opposition. Sure, that would not be the case, but supporting Murray Malle and giving JT a little whack on the way through, which we quite like. For those who don't know, JT, one of the staff members at Bowls Vic, Commonwealth Games gold medalist, Australian Open pairs winner, host of state titles, medalled in an Australian Championships 2 years ago.
He's He's just trying to get just past that jack to those white bowls.
Yeah, just a bowl too wide.
That last bowl of Allen's gives Brad a little more confidence that if it goes too far, they've still got something back there. Before that, they had to play the absolute perfect, just a really delicate weight.
This is Brad Pavey, former Victorian Open singles winner, also using a Henselite XG.
Current state player.
Member of Ocean Grove, and Mickey West is.
Oh no,
Oh, he's just remembered. Good correction, Mick West.
Good correction. Oh, just turning that red one in. I don't think it's made a difference, but probably gives a nice one for JT to get in off.
It's close. It's close for second shot. Just the one confirmed by Josh Thornton. Matt West, not sure about relation, but he'd like to be half as good a bowler. Touch high out of the hand. Troy boy.
Yeah.
No change with that one. Brad Pavey with his last bowl of this end.
Mustn't love the shot because he's asking if there's anything else he can play. Not only does JT want to be on the stream, he's come over and he wants to be on commentary as well. That's an extra. That's an extra $50, mate.
Put a headset on you with a longer cord if you want, JT.
It's an extra 50 though.
Definitely only one, JT. Yeah. What's the shot you're worried about for Brad Pavey? How much gap between the shot bowl and the jack? Right, it's on it. All right, so the jack is loaded on that Sean Caldwell's bowl.
JT was talking about originally they're looking to play that perfect weight, touch the jack a foot, but now maybe looking, can I go a bit bigger because it's an easier shot? And that's what they're doing.
Jack's going to go
He's
a long
got
way
something.
from this.
Where's it going?
Oh, well, it's come off a back bowl and it's out of bounds. We'll reset.
And we see off that Mickey West bowl, no, off the very back blue. And then goes
just come back out of bounds.
diagonally forwards.
All right, we had Sharon Callis in the chat a little earlier.
Yeah, she's been...
been watching all our Vic Open streams and...
We gave you 3 days off, and now we're back.
Hope you enjoyed your days off, Sharon Callis. Oh, Matty Riccardi watching from a wet New Zealand. Sorry to hear that. It could not get in, not rubbing it in, but it literally could not get any nicer here today. It's about 23 degrees, not a cloud in the sky. Just beautiful.
And this will come back to bite me, but virtually not a breath of wind either.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
But I'm not
Can't believe
playing,
you just
so
said that.
I don't care if it blows. It might keep it cool.
And Whitehead saying JT is originally Oven Murray. Yeah, spot on. Folks still live up in Waganya. Played some time in Ovens and Murray.
Corowa. I played against Josh back in the late 90s.
Long
I
time
was in
ago.
Ovens and Murray for a year.
He's also spent some time in Queensland, New South Wales, but been based in Swan Hill for the last probably 6 years, I'll say, maybe 7. Vinnie McElwain saying, go Trelgan Ballara. Did we fix the spelling on Strzelecki? I hope we haven't got it wrong. Maybe Strzelecki should fix their own spelling. Put an E in there like everyone thinks it should be.
Oh, that's controversial.
Yeah, I know.
Is it an Indigenous
myself
word,
in trouble.
is it?
I'm not sure, actually. I actually think it's named after Mr. Strzelecki, isn't it?
Who's he? My apologies if I've offended him.
Someone who liked their name on things.
Yeah, not a bad correction from Shorty. Only a foot short, and that's the bowl, I mean.
You reckon I'm going to get myself in trouble?
I don't need any help with that. Okay, so Craig. Oh, well played.
Oh.
Obviously loves his forehand because he's playing forehand round the clock. Shorty playing up and down the commentary side.
The lovely bowl from Rippo. Man, they say, who looks like John Stevens, lead singer of Noiseworks.
Yeah, that is the Traralgon boys next door up against
Brad Lancaster's
Lake
Gippsland.
Central.
Yeah. There's a bit of everything, I think, in the Gippsland
There's-
rink.
yeah.
Adam Easton, I think, might be Paynesville. So they might have a little bit of a mix, but
They're
good
both
match.
mixed, I think, because you've got what shirt's that? That's Stratford.
Yes, it is. Phil Crowder, of course. Yeah, both combination teams. Felicity Bowman says Strzelecki is a Polish name, so there you go.
Okay, it must have had some Polish habitants early days.
Yeah.
Morning to you, Casper. Beat you to it.
Yeah. A few people supporting the Rams. Of course, that's Murray Malle, the Murray Downs rink.
Holding a couple at the minute. The Ocean Grove boys. With 2 on and 2 past. Never a bad thing.
How's this for a start for the Wimmera rink? Up 8-0 after 2 ends over the West Coast boys.
It's handy. Is it 2 4s or a 5 and a 3?
5 and a 3, yep. Just a reminder for those who aren't here at the venue, you can follow along all the scores on Bowls Link, every match being live scored. Players are scoring it themselves, no scorecards here.
Looking for another bowl in the head here. Start setting this head up for the back end.
His speed's certainly better than his first.
Oh, he's nearly drawn it. What a great shot.
What a bowl, second shot. Nice to see Matt West got over the family squabble. He's now claiming Mickey as his uncle.
Oh, he's played good weight here, Alan.
It's a nice bowl. Former president of Moonee Ponds Bowls Club. Now finds himself down at Ocean Grove.
Gives him first, third and fourth. But JT's got a nice little shot on here just to delicately touch that jack. You can see, look at that beautiful blue sky.
There's JT on the mat for the first of the Skipper's Bowls.
I think he's got the legs.
No, need one more wheat bix this morning.
Another slice of cheese in the bacon sanger.
Yeah. Morning to you, Suzanne Kelly. Sending her best wishes to the Murray Malle team. She's going to be here for the triples. So look forward to seeing you perform well next week.
Plenty of action for, is it 9 days?
Yeah. Best in the state all come together to crown champions. Let's see what Brad Pavey's done here. Touch hot.
Our viewers are very knowledgeable. Is it Pavel Strzelecki was a Polish explorer? Oh, Wikipedia. All right. He's knowledgeable how to find it. All right. Needs another metre at least.
Speed's not bad.
It's a good attempt
not
here.
bad.
As he got down to that jack. What a
what
shot.
a bowl. Unfortunately for him, I don't even know if he's going to be rewarded with shots. Very close.
Yeah, one according to
There
Alan
we
Drury.
go. What a bowl. We see this one on the replay. Never looked like missing. Just probably got the wrong half of it. If it had got it a touch fuller, would have been back for a couple, but I'll certainly take the one.
Yeah, it wasn't an easy shot. You'd be happy to get one out of that.
Just a beautiful bit of finish on these greens.
Yeah, that's what allows you to play those shots. You know, a bowl in front of the jack, you can still get around it.
Brad Pavey with an extra foot. Can move these two bowls out of the way, though.
Not quite getting down. No. Played good weight.
Two singles in the opening two ends to Murray Malle. They lead 2-zip. Of course, we've had one dead end. 15 end matches and dead ends are replayed in our fours competition. The state championships for 2025, brought to you courtesy of the City of Greater Bendigo. Played here at Bendigo East Bowls Club on some of the best greens in the state. Of course, our streaming partners, Moama Bowls Club and Dandenong Club, enable us to bring you all the stream no matter where you are all around the world. We thank them very much for their generous support.
Sticking with this shorter length.
Bit of love in the comments from Rowdy Arthur saying go the Murray Malle boys. Shane Hafner is watching from work saying go the Grovers. So a good bit of support for both teams. Good morning to you, Shane. Shorty just pinched his line slightly here. One for him to correct on the next one.
It's the beauty of getting two bowls.
How many bowls can I have? Because two's not enough, I find.
What game are you playing?
Don't mind, I just need a lot more bowls. Can I have 17?
Yeah.
Thank you.
If your opposition agrees, no worries.
I have to play against some very lenient people.
Pretty fair opener here from Craig.
Yeah, he's been very good early doors.
Yes,
Craig
he has.
Rippon. And Rod Brio supporting his Grovers as well. It's a picture perfect day here in Bendigo. Shorty played most this season as skip up at Murray Malle. And a real good, I reckon his first half dozen games he might not have lost a rink.
Not happy with those two.
No.
Forces a change of hands. Craig's first look out at this backhand side. He's changed over well.
Yeah, well played. He should play that more often.
He's played his backhand better than his forehand. It often happens like that.
Yeah. Very different standard, but I have a preference for my forehand, and then every now and again get called on the backhand and actually play it okay, and everyone says, why don't you play that? Just get lucky every now and again, I think. Nice response here from Johnny Caldwell.
Little flick off the front would help.
A couple of bowls to work on.
You may see a similar shot. If you can just... Okay, looking at backhand. Turn the front. Or get underneath and get that shot bowl and stay. You know when Mickey's close because he moves off to the side and he
leans a bit.
He got a bit of a stagger. Here he goes. He's off to the side. He likes it.
It's pretty good. It's
open it up and he's got 3 seconds.
almost exactly as called by Brad Pavey.
Yeah, sometimes running down the green, he looks like a man who's coming home from the pub.
Johnny Caldwell had the line dialed in, but just a touch shy.
Gives them one to slide off if they're tight here for Mick.
Not sure what's going on down the other end of the green, but there's a lot of laughter, a few good jokes. Ali Forsyth's over on one rink and James Scull and Brad Lancaster having a real good time, not even playing against each other.
This is close here.
This is good.
He's got it. What a
That's
shot.
the ball out.
Mickey
Brings in
West.
2 of those second shots.
Uncle Mick.
Uncle Mick. That'll keep Matty happy.
CP saying Rippo backhand shot. So he's obviously not known for his backhand prowess.
He played at a ripper though, didn't he?
He did. Oh, that's a good shot.
Ray Ryland saying he thinks Ocean Grove may want a little bit of payback. I reckon that was 2 years ago.
Was that the final?
Yeah, it might have been JT accounted for it. Tyson Cramey, Mick Sloper. Rink. I could be wrong, but I think it was 2 years ago.
That's the year they won it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a ripping match, I think. Drury just looking for something in.
Well, they're loaded at the back there at 3. So they can't afford to be too aggressive here, Murray Malle.
No, JT saying great weight.
Draw the shot.
Touch wider for Buck.
Definitely looks to be wider.
How's the finish?
I think it'll come back enough. The weight's sensational again. Just needs to lose a yard. He's turned that up. I don't think it's made a difference.
He's put another one in the count, hasn't he?
I don't know.
Very close.
It does give them, though, back bowls and 3-1 in the head. So it's as a skip, it's a good position to be going to the mat in. Again, just looking to draw the shot, get another second.
We saw a very good draw shot with his last bowl on the previous end.
Yeah, that shot bowl's been turned to jack high, so it gives a nice guide now.
Weight's very good. Just needs to tighten up the line. Wait for these next few bowls and we'll give you some scores from around the state championships for 2025 men's fours action.
I don't know if Brad can get under that yellow and land that blue bowl for 4. Look, he's got enough weight to play that shot.
Oh, well, he's just unfortunately halved in the bowl of Josh Thornton. Josh Thornton sees that as an opportunity, says he can use that as well.
Yeah.
Thank you, Paul and Zach. It was 2 years ago where Murray Malle got over the top of Ocean Grove. So. Is he too tight?
Yeah.
Yeah, gives himself a little slap on the leg.
Look at the weight. Perfect. Okay, so we should see the Ocean Grove boys get on the scoreboard here.
And Drury urging this one in.
It's
Won't be any change with that one.
Another Murray Malle bowl coming up.
Just doing a little dance around the boys, seeing it from different angles.
Ring me, Josh. I thought we could do it.
Ellen Drury with the measuring duties. Buck Lehmann saying, might have a look as well. Must be very close.
That generally means the person who's measuring thinks they've got it, and the other one wants to confirm. So it could be two. One only's gone on the scoreboard. Who did that? JT, I think.
Yeah, JT has put that one on.
Oh, he's retracting himself back towards the scoreboard. He's less confident now. Having a good look. Two.
Two it is. We're all locked up. 3 ends gone, 2 shots apiece. Some scores from around the venue. Northern Gateway, which is the Lynch rink, leading 4-1 over Goulburn Murray. The Gade rink, they played 3 ends there. Sandbelt, a 3-1 over Metro West. Gippsland leading 2-1 over Strzelecki. Eastern Rangers up 2-1 over Ballarat Highlands. Ovens and Murray 1-0 against Mornington Peninsula. Bendigo Campaspe Goldfields have skipped out to an early lead against Yarra 7-0. And Wimmera leading 8-1 against West Coast. All those matches on Bowls Link, and Craig Rippon continues on his merry way of excellent leads bowls.
He's set him up pretty well every end here. It's the 4th legal end, but it is the 5th end of the match. The 4th completed end.
Speed pretty good from Shorty, but just a touch narrow.
Yeah, he's just missed his line a couple of times the last 2 ends. One on, one behind.
Textbook.
Paddle's happy with that. I think he's tied again.
Almost the exact same bowl.
It is. Gives Mickey an open draw on either hand, whatever he favours. Track.
Well, you were probably jack eye. You know, you can add a foot or so. You think Petey was back orange?
Yeah, needing John to get something in the head for him. He's done it well.
Playing pretty good bowls is John Caldwell.
He is.
Extra pepper here from Mickey West.
Through the hole. Kicks a goal. Hopefully Geelong continue to do that into Friday evening. Kick lots of goals.
How'd they go a couple of weeks ago against the Saints? I don't remember that score.
Yeah, I don't remember it either.
I can look it up for you if you like.
I feel like you don't need to.
Go Saints.
Well, it's all about Supercoach now.
Close for shot here was a call from Bad Pravey. Says to Alan Drury, beat the bowl of Craig Rippon, you'll have shot.
Not with this one.
No, he's fallen into the same trap Mickey West has. Line was okay, but 2 yards short.
It's not a long end, but it's the longest end of the match. So that, you know, sometimes if you're not fully switched on or dialed in, it takes you a bowl to kind of go, yeah, okay, I just played the same weight as I had been.
No such issues for Buck Lehmann. A man who's got many, many games of bowls under his belt. Ever reliable. Brad Pavey says, well cast. This is the area they come from.
He needs it to stop. Oh, handy home.
Speed's awesome. You look to the split on both. Just over the draw, confident. 2 feet your shot. Speed would have been all right. Yeah, track's good, mate. Lucky.
Oh, he's close to this jack. He draws it to be very happy. Yeah, well played.
2 great bowls from Brian Lehmann.
Confident draw either way, mate. You're sitting on either the bowls and staying. No, mate. You kept the speed.
Okay, it's getting down now. Oh, just
Great effort.
missing the edge of that jack. Did need all the jack though. Slice won't help.
Certainly one to Murray Malle. Second shot's a bit of a raffle between 2 or 3 bowls.
If JT can get that side of the jack that Brad nearly got, make 3 or 4 out of it.
Front of the jack's back of the bowl pretty much. You go with this one? 2 baggies.
On line,
Yep.
lacking a metre and a half. Not a huge correction required for Brad.
That last one counts, mate. Either
Very
way,
close, Troy.
Need to get a friendly, and does.
We had 3 or 4 options to get that though, so
Probably made 2 out of that. They're not getting too excited about it.
no, it may not have been by design, but it was always an option. As long as he had the weight right, which he did. How does JT make shot out of this? Just the cold draw.
Well, the back 3 are against him. So, you know, he could arrive, land the bowl, but if he gets the jack, and there's a fair chance if he gets the jack, his bowl will crash on those back ones. And then it depends what part of the jack. If he gets the inside of the jack will go down the back. He'll crash on the back ones, and he'll find himself worse off. But if he's already 2 down, of course, if he can land that shot bowl solid, or the short white one solid.
Can he come the other hand
Oh,
up through Caldwell or through the port?
He's looking at it, but I think it's low percentage. I think he's better backhand, either arriving or drawing the shot.
Like, I can't do any more damage drawing there, can I?
Yeah, he's just looking at what can go wrong and looking to draw. Because, in fact, it might be 4 if it went bad. Because that's that other one. Whose is that? The light blue? No, yeah, they're Paveys.
That's Brad Pavey's, yeah.
So I think he's got to draw this.
And this is the value of having someone like a Brian Lehmann as your third. They've worked through and found the best option where not only can they potentially make shot, but it can't really get much worse. What
Not a bad attempt.
This is what experience does for you.
Just the wrong side of the bowl.
A bit stiff, he couldn't get around it. So I'd say to still be 2 down. Just going
Surely
to
it's
double
no
check
more.
if it's 3. It is the 2.
2. Doubles their score.
Successive 2s for the Ocean Grove combination for the Geelong region. They now lead 4-2, 4 ends gone. If you've just joined us, this is State Championships week, the opening day, opening match, men's fours, a round of 16. Everything's knockout from this point forward. We crown ourselves a winner by tomorrow afternoon in men's fours. We have every discipline, fours, triples, pairs, singles, champion of champions and mixed pairs, all to be crowned by the end of the week for both men and women. In the coming weeks, we'll have our para-state championships. We'll have our under-18 state championships. Then next month, the over-60s. You can still get your entries in for the over-60s and novice. Over-60s being played out of Barham, and the novice being played out of Shepparton and surrounds. Head to the Bowlsvik website. You'll be able to get your entries in.
Just about the loosest opening bowl from Craig, and it's, you know, metre past. If you're going to miss there. We've seen a change of hands now for Shorty. I'd say they've discussed, you know, get on Craig's hand. Got his line. So we're going back to this shorter length. Both teams erring slightly on the shorter side. Pretty fair correction here from Craig. Last end he had 1 on, 1 behind. This end 1 behind and 1 on. Yeah, better one here from Shorty. Just in past. Plenty of use. Again, giving Mickey West an open draw on either hand. Played it pretty well. Ideally around that wide if he could, but it is their bowl.
Best time of the day, mornings here. You can hear the magpies sing in the background. Not a cloud in the sky. Johnny Caldwell's got the bowl on a string. What more could you want?
West, if he can get to that red bowl, he'd be pretty happy. He's got past it. It's not all bad. Looking for something similar. It's very similar. Piece of the jack and got the shot.
Playing good bowls. It's Johnny Caldwell. Speaking of playing good bowls, Kelly McKieran's just entered the venue. Victorian Open Women's Triples Champion from last week. So is Melanie Allen, one of her triples partners. So got royalty in the house, Troy.
Yeah, look out. Was it just missing that jack?
This one may not miss.
Just needs to hang.
Oh, he's just going to duck under.
Looking for the draw and then they can attack. Oh, good effort. His second shot. Yeah, that's well played.
It does give Brian Lehmann something to use. It's just me, or are those yellow bowls really large?
It's an optical illusion, Tony.
Is it really?
Yes. It's a known fact.
They look like a size 5. Yeah, Buck Lehmann, very similar to his last. Took a bit of speed off, so sits just beyond Jack High.
Hayley O'Reilly tuning in and cheering on her Grovers. I wonder if we see a bit more weight here. Got a few bowls 1 to 2 metres past the jack. Yep. Looking for the bowl clean.
Oh, he's
Doesn't
going
want
to
his
take
own.
out Alan Drury and does. Could be a couple down now.
Don't know. I feel like that white one must be second because I don't think he'd play that shot if they only had 1 second.
We're really missing our paddler this morning. One umpire, unfortunately, not here, so I had to remove our paddler and put them on umpiring duties. Would have been nice to know that.
It would.
JT stamps his foot. Doesn't like it.
Yeah, just a bit big.
I think something back there is not a bad thing, given
Oh, especially if it's right next to those.
Brad Pavey signalled his intentions.
Looking for a change of shot now that those 2 white bowls are so close to each other. You get one, you probably get them both. Whereas having that yellow one in there gave them bowls on either side of the head.
Just 1 bowl to come from Brad Pavey. Paul Bentham agreeing with you, Troy. Says yellow and white bowls always look bigger. Back to draw weight.
Yeah. So from swing weight to draw, it's not an easy change.
No, it's just a touch wide, so. JT will have last bowl of this end.
If he can get a touch on that jack, I feel like he could make 4 or 5 here. They're all his bowls in that back left side of screen as we're about to see it. You know, just a little foot trail of the jack.
Wanting it to hold.
He's looking for it. If he holds, or lands that, he make 2. He was looking for that. There was a number on.
All right, we take out 2. That's
2 it is. Squares us back up.
nice tight game here on BVTV, of course brought to you the loving support of Moama Bowls Club and Dandenong Club. 4 shots apiece, 4 ends gone.
Round of 16, men's 4s. Opening day of our state championships week.
Nice to have people watching today. The Chicken Man's watching from Nathalia via YouTube. Jackson Riley says Rippon, which is Craig Rippon, will put on a clinic. He loves his showing. Well, he has so far. He's been very, very good. So you might be onto something, Jackson. Dave Butterworth's asking, the score's going to be put on the bottom of the screen. Well, we've actually got every match being live scored, Dave, on Bowls Link. So jump onto Bowls Link. A little tip for first-time players on Bowls Link. Choose the event you want, so state championships, men's 4s, and then tap on the live icon, and it'll have every score that's entered all on the one page. Makes it much, much easier. Morning to you, Maxi Kleinig, watching on Facebook. Greens are magnificent here. Probably be almost as good as the ones you prepare over there. They are fantastic, though. Shout out to Bendigo East. That's why they're chosen to host state championships for a number of years now. The greens just very, very good.
Same ball, buddy. Same ball.
Shorty back to his work now. Shuggy watching the Grovers at work. Not working too hard there, Shuggy.
Yeah, work's miles overrated when there's good bowls on TV.
I'm going to remind you of that.
No, it doesn't apply to BV staff. Yeah, two good bowls from Shorty.
You got yourself in trouble.
With the greatest respect, he's been a bit off the last 2 or 3 ends, but absolutely dialed in there.
Sure
Not
is.
going to keep a player like him down for long. Pretty good response
Will he
here.
get down enough? Oh, what a
Rippo.
shot.
Well played. Loves the show rink, says Jackson.
Jack, you make 3.
He's
Spot on.
showing us why.
Five ends gone of the 15-end match. 4 shots apiece.
Doesn't get any closer.
We picked it again, Troy boy.
Oh, now it's going to be a blowout. Well done.
Well, it's only because the wind's going to get up after you said there was no wind earlier.
Hasn't happened.
Shot, mate. Better off us trying it than them. Wasn't confident.
Yeah, Dave Butterworth, that is the plan. So far, so good. It is the first discipline, men's fours. But we are wanting every match live scored. Just to really make sure it happens. We haven't brought any scorecards, so people don't have enough fingers to do it without a phone. So we'll go live scoring everywhere.
I like that call from Brad for Mick. He just said, better you trail it than them. So it's giving the player the confidence to play the shot. Don't be afraid. You know, you're afraid and you drop short. What's the use of the bowl?
There is a bit of danger, though.
There is.
Oh, wow. Johnny Caldwell.
He's
been
firing.
superb.
Oh, he's fallen onto the
He's
jack.
Very stiff.
And the jack has bounced forwards onto that Craig Rippon bowl.
Better, mate. Hold on.
That was a peach of a bowl.
What are yours here?
So interesting, Troy, with the comment, better you trail it than them. I'd be nervous as the player that I'm going to trail it straight back to the 2 Shorty McCRAIG bowls.
100%, but I think it gives the player the licence to not have to try and be scared of doing it. So that if you're just trying to draw, and you, okay, if you give it away, it's not ideal. But if you're trying to draw and you do get past, you're in a really good home. Whereas if you're scared of it, more times than not, you're going to drop short and your bowl's going to be wasted.
Expert comments there from Troy Stafford.
What's it look like to you?
So that's it. So Josh asking Buck, what does it look like to you? And he says, I don't know what's going to happen. These two would have played plenty of bowls together.
Yeah, not wrong. And against each other, they often figure in the club singles, region singles and everything else.
So they have everything past the jack. Grovers haven't got a bowl past. Oh, it's just not going to hold enough. It's another one past for them, though. Yeah, they're trying to get past that Mickey West bowl. Looks to be that the jack, from especially from where Paddles is standing, is more likely to go left of screen. Bounce off the red and go left of screen.
Yeah, so Paddles calling for, sort of finishing a yard on.
Yeah, and the key being finishing, past and ideally on the left side of the screen.
He's got plenty of bowls he can use. The Mick West white bowl that's standing up.
He's played it well. Even if he turns that other Mickey West bowl, would be handy. Yeah, that's very good. Very good.
Good skippering from Brad Pavey and well played Alan Drury.
It's on a wider line. Is it wide enough? Not quite. I think we'll see him getting further back now. Yeah, just in case. So Brad not thinking it's going there, but there's 5 away bowls, which is enough to go, you know what? Anything can happen in this game. And if it does, it'll be very pear-shaped. Hasn't quite sent it.
Just under the chance. Could spring a little too far. Would be at worst one down. Maybe that. Yep. Just a bit wide, mate. Just wait for yours. Your back one, Scotty. The weight was really good there.
Can we tell on any of our camera angles, Troy, whether the jack's going to go left or right of the Johnny Caldwell bowl?
I just feel like it's going to the left of the screen
same.
because of where Brad was initially calling, and then the fact that he said, get one out here. You never know. As in, I don't think it's going there, but
yep.
Anything can happen.
JT will make some contact. Oh,
Got the hole.
Somehow got through a hole.
He's put another one in that area, though. This is one of those ones where they've got good cover on the left, but could still drop a 4 if it went to the worst spot. But if it goes to the right of screen, they'd be 6 down. You can't cover 2 things with one bowl.
Not even JT.
Especially not. Oh, not quite up. But it is on that side. Nearly getting to jack high. Okay. Let's see. I'd like to see him get this. I want to know where it goes.
It's curiosity killed the cat, didn't it?
They probably want to know more than we do, but you know.
That wind just kicking up too. Inform all the players that one's on you.
Just for keep it cool. Is he going to hold? Don't think so. No. So he was playing that delicate weight to make use of those 4 bowls.
Yeah, either way, we'll never get to find out, Troy.
No.
If you were playing in this match, would you have gone to just rolled a bowl into it, just for curiosity?
Yeah, I probably would have.
Yeah, you're that guy. Yeah, I knew you'd be that guy. 5-4, the lead.
And then, especially if I was third, you just do it and go, that's all you needed to do, Scott.
Yeah.
And they would
You
say,
idiot.
but you had 2 goes at it too.
5-4, the lead to Geelong over Murray Malle. Of course, that's Ocean Grove over Murray Downs. For those not familiar with state championships, players must come from the same region. So you can get some composite teams within a region. By and large, a lot of these combinations will be club mates.
So in the city, you play in your region and you end up with a winner. In the majority of our country regions, they have playing areas. And you win within your playing area and then represent your playing area at region finals. And then your region winner comes here. So slightly different in city due to country, pretty well due to geographics and...
Yeah, some of the country regions are quite large, so instead of travelling all the way across that region, they chunk it down into playing areas.
Murray Malle being one of them.
Correct.
And both with pretty good weight.
Morning to you, Lucas Protopapas. Congrats on your win in the integrated pairs in the Vic Open. Sammy Atkinson, I believe.
Inaugural winners. Knocked off Annette Ruffles and Tyson Cromie as we see Craig Rippon again.
I reckon them playing Geelong this round.
Hey. We've got the bye. I mean Melbourne.
How many people can we offend in the one stream?
In the one sentence.
Yeah.
Well, probably a fair few, given that there's a lot of people from Geelong region watching this game, given that Geelong are playing.
That's a good point. I was only doing it to offend Troy. I apologise to everyone else. I actually half barracked for Geelong as a kid.
Half.
Well, you can't change teams. So, but
Were they
I
your
kind of
second
didn't mind
team?
them, yeah, just because Gary Ablett was so good.
Yeah, he was.
That's why I started following the Saints, because Tony Lockett was so good.
Yeah, that's fair.
I just thought, how big is this man?
And then
He
you.
marks it every time, clunks it. He's kicking 6 goals a match.
Yeah.
Just
You
ridiculous.
didn't follow him.
No, I didn't. No, I didn't think it was wise to change teams. So.
My grandpa more followed a player than a team. He was a Barassi fan.
Ronald Dale. How's this from Johnny Caldwell? Craig Rippon's got the shot, which we're becoming quite familiar with. Johnny Caldwell's got second.
Harry Malle's got a couple of decent seconds there.
Benny McElwain giving a little bit of salt and pepper to Scully, James Scullen. Scully's had an issue with his leg, hasn't played in a couple of weeks, but you're right, Vinny, he's out there with some form of sleeve on his leg to try and give it a bit of support.
How's this from Mickey West? Oh, he ideally wanted to get around that. There would have been no target. Still a great shot.
Yeah, the danger with those two is I don't think they'll stay there.
This is not a bad attempt here. Look at this. Split the bowls.
Yeah, beauty.
He's nearly got shot, but
Close to
got a couple of seconds out of it.
best on rink between Johnny Caldwell and Craig Rippon.
Agreed.
Opposing teams.
Yeah.
Both been fantastic.
Agreed.
Anthony Collier saying very impressive use of the spray chalk by Paddles. He's very careful to find the coloured patches on Craig Rippon's bowls. I didn't see it, but I like it. I know what you're saying.
Must have white spray.
Yeah, there is 2 coloured sprays of spray chalk. There's a lilac, which is designed specifically to stand out on any bowl, including white bowls.
It is more popular than the white these days.
Yeah, not actually sure why we still sell the white, other than it's a touch cheaper, I presume.
It is cheaper. $1 cheaper for the Henselite
There you go.
Toucher.
Insulat, of course, great supporters of the Vic Open.
This is not a bad effort. You can get to that
Alan
red
Drury.
one. Land that red. And in behind the jack.
And just a little touch at the end.
Couldn't have got a better result.
Great game so far. Good call, Casper John.
Matty Flapper. Westies a chance of getting a rub off a bowl at South Bendigo the way they are turning. They're definitely turning truckloads.
He's a funny man, Matthew Flapper.
Dave Donaldson, good to have you in. Yeah, Westie's going all right, as Matty said, though. Bowls are coming back from Timbuktu. This beautiful green running about 15 seconds and plenty of draw. Hope you're going all right too, Dono. Did you do that, Tone? If it's just off centre, straighten the mat.
Yeah, I do.
I'm particular on that too.
Yeah. Doesn't help, but I do.
Gives him another one past. It's not an easy setup here for JT. Be happy to get second shot with his first.
There's plenty of room to draw it in there, but yeah.
It is the longest end of the match.
Adam Easton with a little guest appearance from the rink next door, now playing out of Bairnsdale. I think I said Painesville earlier. My apologies, Adam.
It was either good camaraderie or he just wanted to get on the stream.
No, he's a nice fella.
Yes, bit of a regular as well.
Yeah, certainly is. How's JT going? This is not a mile away, Troy boy. This is not a mile away.
Where's that jack going to spring to?
No.
Oh, has he got shot out of it? It's a great bowl regardless.
Was Probably 3 down before that.
I'm going to say they're 1 down because they're not like super pumped. They should be, but they're not convinced though.
No, I think they could even be both touching or very close to. So still 2 bowls to come.
It's going to take 4 of them to work out who's got shot though.
It must be real close.
It is.
Yeah, Brad Pavey getting right down to have a good look at this.
And now, all of a sudden, it's a better setup for Murray Malle. You turn that bowl of Josh's, the yellow one of Allen's is going out of the head.
We shouldn't underestimate just how good that bowl was from Josh Thornton. Really, 3 down, a little bit of pressure, draws it cold.
With no room. Thank you, Ray. I did see a comment on Facebook, Ray Watts, commenting that I'm a better commentator than bowler. Well, that wouldn't be hard. Where's Pavey?
Kangaroo, I like it.
He's not got much on here apart from...
Oh, this is very close too.
Look at... Yeah, that was the problem.
Yeah.
I think they must have thought they were down.
Yep, that was worth a shot. Does JT change hands now?
Yeah, he has to.
Oh.
Or, not playing the last. 1. Chicken. Play the other hand, mate.
Smart play from Josh Thornton, decided not to play his last. He said, if I touch the jack, as he walked past the commentary, just had a little conversation, said, if I touch the jack, there was a danger of going 4 down. So.
As they say sometimes, take 1 and smile. And we're now all square for the 3rd time in 7 ends.
Brian Smith saying, where's the kangaroo?
I've heard about this
throwback
kangaroo.
from a little while ago. I'll touch on that story shortly. Well, I will just give you some scores from around the grounds while the jack is centred. This is State Championships for 2025 in the city of Greater Bendigo, held at Bendigo East Bowling Club. Round of 16 men's 4s. Northern Gateway leading Goulburn Murray 6-2 after 6. Sandveld trailing Metro West 4-7 after 8. Our match here locked at 5 shots apiece, as we know. Also 5 shots apiece on the ring next door between Gippsland and Strzelecki. 7 ends gone. Eastern Rangers leading Ballarat Highlands 5-2 after 5. Mornington Peninsula leading Ovens and Murray 7-5 after 6. Bendigo Campaspe Goldfields on fire leading 14-1 over Yarra. 6 ends gone.
14-1. Who's in that rink, Tone?
It's Brad Marin skipping that one. Troy Magnuson, Gary Woodard, Tim Arnold and Brad Marin.
Bit of local knowledge.
Absolutely. The final rink, as we see, Craig Rippon, I should say, and Shorty McCaig continuing their great battle. Final rink, Wimmera leading 11-5 over West Coast. All those matches on Bowls Link.
Pretty
Just
handy.
gonna finish a touch short, but it's a good effort nonetheless.
Very handy. Just see that nice finish on the bowls.
Yeah, beautifully played, about 7 or 8 inches off the jack. So a few years back, Troy Boy, JT was in commentary here on this very green. And a magpie, this is Bendigo East known as the Magpies,
Yes.
There's a lot of magpies in the area. One came down and sort of stood in the middle of the rink. And JT without thinking said, oh, there's a kangaroo on the green. Just here we go, right on cue.
Makes
well
sense.
played. Josh, who produces the show, not to be confused with Josh Thornton, but Josh has just brought the kangaroo out. So times after that, we've managed to rip on JT as much as we can.
Johnny Caldwell, he's done it again.
He
loves
supreme touch.
He loves seeing those white bowls next to it because he's like,
That's
I
a
want to beat
target,
that.
isn't it? Yeah.
What a quality opening match.
Yeah, about halfway through, you couldn't argue with anything so far.
These greens are just conducive to good bowls. Look at this. Look how far that turns back.
Almost coming in at right angles for Mickey West. I think I can't wait till I retire, Troy boy. Just come down and watch bowls, put my feet up.
That's what you're doing now.
That's a good point. Don't tell my boss. She's here somewhere.
She is.
Of course, that's the lovely Pat Schramm who gave a good welcome to all players this morning and opened state championships in sublime fashion, as she always does.
Did it twice.
She did.
I made a few announcements this morning about coming in and ordering your lunch, and I thought, no one's listening to me. I better do it again. And then Pat does her welcome, and then we discover that the mic was only going in the clubhouse and not out to the greens.
It was crystal clear in the clubhouse, though, but yeah, nothing outside. Anyway, she had a second take. Did it wonderfully well, as she always does. We're in good shape, Bolsvik. And we've got Pat Schramm at the helm.
Absolutely.
Nice to have a president that knows a thing or two about bowls. It doesn't happen everywhere, unfortunately.
Play this with plenty of confidence here. Get onto that Mickey West bowl. He's very close. Where's that? Oh, he's got it without moving anything. That is perfect.
What a bowl.
That is perfection.
There's still plenty of bowls to be used, but she's literally taken out the one oppo bowl clean.
Through the hole. It didn't touch a bowl.
Bit of love for the kangaroo. Casper loves it. Yeah, the kangaroo. Yeah, Owen Clark be a little bit torn, saying go the Grovers. Still follow the Murray Downs boys if it doesn't go the way of the Grovers. Thank you, Andrew McDonald on YouTube. We're very happy to be providing this coverage. Of course, the only way we can do it is with the support of Moama Bowls Club and Dandenong Club, who power the stream on BVTV.
So Allen playing an absolute ripper with his first. Just around the back. Did the damage with his first. Still a nice shot on here for JT. Land that white. It's his bowl that he nearly laid that front one down and it just about get shot.
2 or 3 down, Troy boys.
I'm going to say 2.
Yeah. Your eyes are better than mine.
Changing over to the forehand.
Got to hold that line though.
That's a chance, that one there.
Well,
yeah, he's done it. That's enough. He's put in a spot where surely this time it's locked in. That white one, surely you can't get that out past
it's not
the
going
white
out
one.
Clean, that's for sure. It's actually pretty much sitting right on the jack. So.
Yeah, if he gets the squeeze though and brings that jack sideways, he'll make 3.
Oh, get out of the way, boys.
Oh. Where's it going? That's where it's going.
Exactly as you called, Troy boy.
What a shot.
You see this one? Squeezes the jack out to the right.
Lands on Mickey West's bowl. How many is it, is the question.
Well, that's Mick West, Aaron Drury, Brad Pavey.
And then another Mickey
probably
West.
Mick West as
but
well.
Then
so.
JT's got the one that's almost jack high.
Yeah, but look at all the bowls at the back he's got. He gets the jack through.
I reckon my guess is 3.
You think JT's bowl beats the
I
second
reckon
Mick
that's
West?
4th.
Yeah.
That's my tip.
Yeah.
Don't shot into those balls. You got the catcher there.
It is a little bit wider though. Only be 3.5. We'll give him.
All right. Trailer Jack, land the ball. Oh, he's got something. He's got the shot bolt and the jack, and that's splashed out towards his.
Well, it's better.
Jeez.
Certainly better. I'm not sure they'll wrestle shot out of it. Be a bit of a raffle between Buck Lehmann's blue bowl, Mick West's and JT's. Gets a high 5, so they're happy. Certainly much better.
3 outstanding shots by the Skips. Okay, they're just moving out so we can see this bowl. Has he got the run? Oh,
Oh, it's very close.
Not quite. The only bowl of the Skips, I think, that didn't change anything.
There we go.
1 to
Kicking out
JT.
1. Johnny Caldwell says it's 2.
A couple of big bowls from JT.
Yeah, he's played well. I've just seen a very funny comment, which I'll get back to shortly. Well, I think it's funny. Yeah, well and truly in. Couple of shots, lovely bowl. And Joshy Thornton, there's 3, maybe 4 down. I think we called it 3.5. And wrestles it back to 2 up. They now lead 7-5. 8 ends gone. Sean's referring to something about 3 years ago, I reckon it was. The scoreboards here have these white plastic rings where you flip the numbers over.
Yep.
And a couple of them are just sort of degraded a bit over time. And it sort of kept falling off, and my OCD kind of got the better, so I didn't realise I was on camera the whole time trying to fix this bloody scoreboard. And every time I'd fix it, it'd be good for a second, and then a player would flip over a number, and it'd be racket again.
And that's how you spent your day.
Well, pretty much. And it's how Jimmy, I think, was probably commentating at the time, spent his time calling me doing that rather than the game. Yeah, it's good fun. Won't be the first time. It wasn't the first time. It won't be the last time I make a fool of myself on BVTV. But if you can't be good at it.
Come on, roll it out. Oh, the weight is perfect, mate. Bad luck.
Yeah, metre past. I think we'll see a good correction from both leads here. Shorty must be a Bulldogs fan. He's got the Bulldogs dry tech towel.
Doggies going all right. I think I've picked them this week.
Yeah, Libba's been going good, hasn't he?
They're still missing 3 or 4 very handy players. So.
Sure are. Who are they playing this week? I'm going hopeless in the tipping.
Well,
Hopeless.
you're up against some pretty tough opposition. So.
Yeah, I know, Robin.
Doggies have got Freo over in Freo.
Oh, well played, Craig. And you've tipped the Doggies.
I have.
All right, it's one I'll get on you.
Yep, maybe. But it's in 4 days' time, so I might still change my mind when they do announce some teams. But
I wouldn't...
just to keep you guessing.
I wouldn't be worrying what I'm doing. I'm bringing up the rear.
Yeah, no, I'm not worried at all, actually.
John Caldwell's done it again.
Second shot. Close for shot.
Not with that one. JC, he's nearly playing like JC, isn't he?
Walking on water.
Oh, he just missed the jack.
He's hitting his hands. He wasn't far away.
His standards are high because he's playing so well. Every game on this green within 3 shots shows the evenness of this field.
Not wrong.
We've got 2 shots on our stream rink. 2 up to Strzelecki over Gippsland. 2 up to Metro West over Sandbell. 3 up to Northern Gateway over Goulburn Murray.
Nice to see some quality even matches played on beautiful greens here at Bendigo East Bowling Club, hosting the state championships for 2025, courtesy of the City of Greater Bendigo.
And that's true too. You're more likely to see close games on good quality greens because players can, you know, get themselves out of trouble, get a bowl in the head, or trail a jack like Alan Drury's just done.
He's probably holding 3 now. Lovely shot, Alan Drury. And I think we see that's more obvious here, Troy Boy, because all these players can play if you're good enough to win a region title.
Yes.
There's not many one-sided affairs.
Yeah, as opposed to entering, you've qualified to be here.
Yep.
What a super effort here from Buck.
Touch stiff, he didn't go with it. Edged the jack. Is it still 2 to the
They didn't
Ocean Grove
indicate.
team?
They didn't indicate.
We'll see if we can catch
Could be 3 still.
Brad Pavey or Josh Thornton when they come back. They just, you can see them in shot now. They're just working through the different options.
Yeah, it is still Alan Drury's second bowl though, so they'll be.
Yeah. Evening to you, Andy Thompson, watching from Devon in the UK. As you say, true boy. Alan Drury, 3rd for the Ocean Grove rink, still has 1 bowl to come. Had it in his hand, tricked me.
Quite a beauty with his first on this backhand.
It's a big bowl too, yellow. size 9, I reckon. It's not far away too.
It's going to finish in a good home.
Yep.
Gave that a chance.
Can't quite catch JT's eye.
No, if you look this way, we'd get something from him.
Zoned in. He's playing pretty well too, JT.
Yeah, he's played some big bowls the last 2 or 3 ends.
There he has. Cut some shots back. Picked up a few. Familiar setup of JT. Wants it to get down.
He's going to land something at the back.
Yeah, well, it's
What's
better.
It's the shot.
Well, what a bowl.
The shot's always better than when you're 3 down.
Correct. So I was able to sit on the bowl of Buck Lehmann. I bet you I call him Buck Rogers by the time this game's out.
There is a Buck. Do you know Buck Rogers, the bowler?
No, I don't.
I assume he's still at Beau Morris.
No.
Yeah.
I'm sure he's a heck of a bowler, but I'm not aware of Buck Rogers.
Been a good player in his time, absolutely. Played at Melbourne, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Speaking of good bowlers, Brad Pavey
Wants it to
looking
get down.
sit the bowl of Craig Rippon just a touch wide. Still just 1 down. No great stress. Yeah, that's some pretty good heads, these 2 teams. Every time there's been plenty of bowls around it, plenty to use, plenty to work up and work through.
JT looking to repeat the dose.
He doesn't need to change too much, does he? Oh,
Gave it a bit of a
That's
grunt.
fair bit wider, I think.
Yeah.
Still did the damage with his first.
Even Mickey West wouldn't get back from there.
That one just a touch high. Brad Pavey with the last bowl. This ninth end.
Doesn't need to change a lot from his last. He's tighter than his previous.
This is going to be very
Through
good.
the yellow. And runs up himself. I think he's got it.
Through 2 bowls and 1 shot to Brad Pavey. Well played. 7-6 Troy, 9 ends gone. Looks like we picked the best match of the round of 16.
All 1s and
It's
2s as
forwards.
well. No numbers.
No, it just shows the quality of this match. Craig Rippon has been very, very good for the Ocean Grove 4 leading up. Johnny Caldwell playing second for Murray Malle has been very, very good. And our own JT has managed to convert a few heads. He's a bit distracted at the moment though. He's just like a cat on a hot tin roof is JT. He's killing time and getting some insights, he says. There's not many insights here, we're just telling jokes.
Can't stand still. My dad would say, you got ants in your pants.
He could well do. No, he's playing well.
Brendan keeping us updated on his Mornington Peninsula up against Ovens and Murray. And of course, all games being live scored on Bowls Link, so you can go in and keep updated yourself.
2 skippers working in tandem to straighten the jack. Yeah, Bowls Link, of course, terrific initiative. Enables you to follow each and every score. Just a reminder, players are all scoring themselves here at state championships. No scorecards.
Very good opener again from Craig. He's nailing these short ends.
Well, skippers wasted their time straightening the jack, didn't they? We knew Craig Rippon was just going to move it anyway.
Did you notice the spraying that time? Very deliberate. You missed
Keep looking away. What did he get? Did he get the black patch or did he get the purple or the yellow?
the black. There's no purple or yellow in there.
Are they not Picassos? Are they just
No,
straight?
no, no.
Just the black
Just
dots.
white
There
with
you go.
white
Okay.
with black patches.
Need to take my sunnies off.
Great reply from Shorty.
There's a dairy cow model.
That's it. The Shepparton special.
2 bowls, 2 touches.
He's got that last bowl. Where's it going? He's turned it on to the jack. Handy.
I'd probably change.
Some of these boys might qualify for the over 60s. And certainly none will qualify for the novice. Some very experienced players on this rink. But if you do, so that's the best 3-year bowlers or a state title. It's open to 3 years or less players. Get your entries in. Go to the Bowlsvic website. Be able to enter either of the events if you qualify, even both, potentially. Over 60s and the novice carnivals.
One down. Mickey West with his swoopers. Not quite centred. So we've got Casper says he calls them Dalmatian bowls and Vicky calling them cow bowls.
Yeah, I like cow bowls.
I reckon if you're close, it'd be a Dalmatian. If you're nowhere near it, it's a cow bowl.
Having grown up in and around dairy farm country, I like the cow bowls.
Better one here from Mick. Can he get that jack or is he? Oh, he's got the jack.
Well played. That's the shot.
I play the same bowl.
Brad Pavey in a couple of events this week, also featuring in the men's pairs.
Brad Pavey only with white sprays. For this one of Mickey's, you've sprayed the ring.
Speaking of people in multiple events this week, there are some superstars that qualify in two. We might have one of them joining you in commentary in just a minute, Troy Boy. Great Sammy Rogers will come in at the changeover here.
Just running into that bowl. Put it in an awkward spot for Murray Malle though.
Only one down. Think you're going to try and still play to the white, or if you happen to just get underneath the yellow and get to the jack, you sort of a couple feet over.
Looking to arrive under the white, trailer jack, land the bolt. That is their bolt. Just past the jack there. On the right of screen. If he's under this yellow, he's just about got it. Oh, he hasn't got the hole.
Oh, you're kidding. This is a ridiculous game. Who thought of this? That should not happen. Absolute peach of an effort. JT just saying to Buck, I don't think you could do that again. Drury back to the mat now. Changing hands. Looking to sit the shot bowler Mick West down. Cover the John Caldwell bowl at the back.
Something similar.
Not bad. Yeah, you are correct, David. Andraffin in 4. Gail Edwards in 4.
Jody Neville in 5.
And Kelly McCarrahan in 5.
Yeah.
5 out of 6. There's only 6 events. 5 per gender plus a mixed, so you can only be in a maximum of 6.
If you've just joined us, this is State Championships for 2025. We're coming live to you from Bendigo East Bowling Club. The event this week put on with the support of the City of Greater Bendigo. This is Brad Pavey on the mat using a Henselite XG.
Looking to get to those 2 away bowls just at about 4 o'clock.
Is that a bowl or a man's leg?
Good home. Okay, Josh Thornton looking to do what he called his third Brian Lehmann on. Oh, how good is it? Not going to get down enough.
Let's open it up slightly though. It's another one in behind as well with Shorty McCaig's bowl crossing sides on the rink.
Needs to get somewhere near those 3 bowls. Can cover and count. Or split that triangle of Murray Malle bowls.
While Brad Pavey and Alan Drury look over this head, we'll give you some scores from around the greens. Northern Gateway leading 9-5 over Golden Murray, 9 ends gone. Metro West leading 10-5 over Sandbelt, 10 ends gone. 9 shots apiece between Streslecki and Gippsland. They played 10 ends. Eastern Rangers 6-3 over Ballarat Highlands after 7 ends. Brad Pavey's on the mat now.
Okay.
No real change there. Joshy Thornton with his last bowl to come. 10 shots apiece. Mornington Peninsula and Ovens and Murray, 9 ends gone. Bendigo Campaspe Goldfields 20-3 over Yarra after 10 ends.
My goodness.
and Wimmera leading 12-6 over West Coast. They played 9 ends in that match. All those scores on Bowls Link. Feel free to follow along. Here's JT with the last bowl of this 10th end.
Not happy.
No, pulls that up. It's not over yet though. Nope. No change. I'm just going to confirm. I believe it's only one, but
Looking at the second.
while they do that, Troy, I shall leave you. Joining you in commentary will be Samuel Rogers.
Thank you, Tony. Looks to be only one. No, two. As the Geelong and Ocean Grove team retake the lead. 8-7. 10 ends played, 5 to go. Morning to you, Sammy.
What a morning for lawn bowling.
Just beautiful. I got in trouble earlier because we were talking about the weather and I said not a breath of wind, and
Instantly picked up and affected a bowl, or not to quite that extent?
No, Tony just expected that it would, and on one occasion there was a tiny breeze and he thought that was my fault, but absolute magnificent conditions here at Bendigo East.
What was the go there? Was that a couple in the end?
Was two, yeah.
Toad's given me the rundown. He has no idea, so you can confirm. He's told me that Craig Rippon is being solid.
He's been best on for Ocean Grove.
Johnny Caldwell has been very good as well for Murray Malle.
Correct. He's probably been best on for Murray Malle, but JT...
With a bit of regret, Toad said, oh, JT's going
yeah,
not too
he's
bad as
played
well.
He hasn't been as consistent, but he's played some big bowls.
Sometimes that's all you need.
That's what you want from your skips, not what you do. It's when you do it. So we were 2-all, we were 4-all, we were 5-all. There's never been more than a couple in this match. Handy correction. Live scoring seems to be going well across the rink, Sammy.
Yeah, didn't seem to be any issues in the first end or two, so happy days. Just continued on.
Okay, not bad weight. Most ends beauty for Mickey West is that he's been given the licence to play either hand. Just watch how much these bowls are mixed turn though. They turn a mile. Here it comes.
They turn a lot more when you get a piece of the wide bowl
They do,
back
but
down to the jack.
that just about would have come back to the line, that one. Any flapper indicating they get to South Bendigo, they turn, and then they head back towards the jack. Oh, Johnny Caldwell just drifting past.
I guess your only slight upset, just looking across the board and the scores, Troy Boy, is probably the Metro West 188 Sandbelt, isn't it?
Well, it's a pretty powerful Sandbelt rink, isn't it? They had a big win. That Yarraville Footscray quartet played another strong Yarraville team. I feel like Might have been Nelson Ball and Wayne Roberts
In the regional
in the
rounds?
final, yeah, in
Right.
the final. So they've got some good scalps. Not that they've got this one yet, but
Yeah,
they're
still
on their
plenty of
way.
events.
Okay, Johnny Caldwell will be asking for Tony to come back in commentary soon,
Yes.
because that's his worst end of the game. Just overplaying that a touch, Al.
Jeez, it's easy to do though.
Yeah. They're nice, free-flowing greens.
Especially when you're down here, just want to make sure you give it that bit extra to make sure you're there.
And then you get caught in two minds, don't you?
Yeah, a little bit. Might use the same shelf here, Troy.
Yes, it's a friendly shelf.
Second shot locks in the shot bowl though. If you drop the speed, he's okay.
Still going a touch.
Play the same ball, or you can switch and draw them right on the back end. It's up to you.
KT giving Buck the option. Play the same hand. Or
Doesn't matter
change.
what hand, he'll draw a touch right away here.
Has changed hands. Well, how well have you predicted this, Sammy?
Oh,
Not well at all.
Just gotta
Get
be-
Tony back
it's
on.
gotta
This
be better.
bloke's got no idea. Missed that by a centimetre.
Oh, it's a fair change. It's actually come to a pretty good spot for them as well.
Sure has.
Yeah, Paddles look to follow it down or go and beat the last.
Beat the last, I think.
Sort of had his team building the head up on the back end. Sort of there was a little bit of a potential trail on. The last bowl takes that away.
Yeah, it's more likely to go to the left of screen, that Jack. So Paddles looking to beat the last.
Lands that bowl out of the head. Maybe a chance with the next change and trail. JT, its first
Oh.
crack at it.
Or land that shot bowl solid. Turn the opposition bowl out of the head.
Just needs to hold, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just cutting under. Look at, just about had Jack High weight. I still think what you were saying for Paddles, change to that back end. I think that's what he's going to do. No, staying on the forehand. Looking to beat that last one of Josh's. Could he get down to the shop? The second shot there, he has. Is that 2 or is it 3? Don't think we're going to get confirmation from the players.
Last ball in relation to Jack.
2, we think, from Buck. 2 down. Nailed his weight with his first if he does choose to stick with the same idea. We're about to find out here. No, changing hands. Not going to draw. Got his own that he can use. He's interested. He might have the jack. Oh, he caught the outside of that shot bowl and ran away. It is another 2 to the Geelong and Ocean Grove team. It's as big a lead as we've seen in this match. They've picked up the last 5 shots across the last 3 ends. They're 3 up with 4 to play. You're spot on there, Dono. Back in those days, Mickey West bowls would have been tight. Nowadays it is a different game with the narrower bias bowls. Plenty of banter in the comments, which is always good to see. So only this jack being rolled only just past the 21 metre mark. Craig been very good on these short ends. Couple of feet past with the first. What response has Shorty got? A pretty good one. Yeah, that's outstanding. Yeah, right on the jack. Craig's interested. Can he hold to the shot bowl or pop it? Oh, 2 good bowls. Ben, I think this green's around about 15 with lots of grass required. Plenty of draw. Shorty with 1 on and 1 behind. Great leading.
On top of it, mate. As close as you can, either hand. Pop, it's good. Up, come on. Hurry, Westy. Speed's awesome, mate.
Metre shy.
Beating this bowl. Count if you beat it.
John not having to get super close, just looking to cover and count. Wants the inside of that. Just getting the outside.
4 or 5 feet.
I think this is an overcorrection here.
If they hit the kitty, where's it going to go?
I'll probably come this way, but hang on. Let's beat them. Change the shot ourselves. You come in here, you happen to touch it, you change angles, you beat that good on.
A change of hands now.
Get that line right. Yeah, mate, that's all track was all time. Yeah, what that ball?
Ooh, just opened it up.
All right, all good, trust me.
Just opened it up.
1 down, mate. Open draw, just don't draw the shot. Close you can, it's good.
I'm sure you haven't missed him, but Sam Rogers is back.
Okay. At least I can see. Glare is real.
It is. Oh, well, not sent that one. Malle with probably just the 1.
I missed a very completion last hand, but I saw a bit of noise for paddles on the way out. Play a good one.
He, let me just call this bowl in. Yeah, that's at least 2. He swapped over, well, he stayed on the forehand, and he popped the bowl out. And it looked like it might have been 3, but I think it was just the 2. What are you looking at there, Sam?
Did you mention that Sam Belter hit the front?
Perfect, Bucky.
No. Are you sure? What's the score?
I think they picked up a 7.
I think you're right, Sam. My goodness, they didn't make too much of a big deal of it. Oh, 2 crackers from Buck.
Can play. Can play.
Been around a little while. Okay, a little bit of pressure on this one. Gonna draw the shot. At least 3 down. Needs to slow
Zooming.
down.
All right. Chance for Joshua.
Yeah, I think you're right there, Sammy, because it was, yeah, they were Metro West 11-5 up after 11. Now it's 12-11 to Sandbound after 12. It's a big end. Wonder who was out of the magical number.
Oh, wow.
All right. JT not wanting to set anything up on the left-hand side of this jack. It's not going anywhere near it. Three or 4 away bowls at the back. Didn't need to go near it.
Oh, Brees has just picked up here slightly.
Just a touch. It's not a bad effort. It's just drifting past though. Oh, this is a big end for the Murray Malle boys. Does JT change? He's safer on the back end. It's their own bowl on the way in. I wonder if they're looking at, can we get to that white one? So JT's saying definitely 2. He doesn't think it's 3. It looks 3 to me from here. Does it look 3 to you?
Which one would be third shot? The one up the front?
No, the side one, the Jack High one. Surely that beats the white.
Yeah.
Has to, surely.
And if not, he's playing that backhand to potentially
turn that front red
lie
would be good.
Down. Get the boys to get out of the way of the camera here.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to. You can just see it between a few
Didn't throw
stumps.
Oh, there was no risk playing that hand and just quite nail for
That's
speed.
1. That's 2.
Well, the blue has to be in, doesn't it?
Well, it looks it from here, but
They stood
we're on
over the head pretty confident it was only 2, to be fair. They've got the best feel of it.
Yeah, it is 3. Squares it's back up again, Sam.
We're back.
10 all.
Hasn't been
12
anything in it
played.
the whole match, has it?
No, that was the biggest margin, was 3 shots. In terms of a roll-up, most days we only use 2 greens, which means the 3rd green is available and you can have a
Who's
have a
asking?
practice there. Well, it might be your opponent, you reckon. But yes, it is a 2-end roll-up before the game. Who are your opponents in the pairs, Sammy? You don't know?
I didn't look that closely.
You just looked at... Did you look at anything?
No, I actually didn't know who was on the stream this morning, to be honest.
That's good.
Well, I did because I had to do the redraw for it, so I lied. Oh, Nathan. Nice. 10-7 up. They're having a good battle over there, aren't they?
That's Northern Gateway and Goulburn Murray.
They're that far behind. There's better, mate. Come on, little pebble. Stop rolling.
Craig just put his hands up as soon as he let that go. Knew he was a little quick.
3 to play. You couldn't have an extra end on the opening live stream of the tournament, could you?
That Metro West Sandbelt getting a 7 and then Metro West picking up a 3 on the next end to go.
Strange old game, up and back over there.
Yeah, do you want to go through a few scores for our viewers, Sammy?
Nah, not really.
As Shorty draws one right on the jack.
Rather see Shorty draw him like that and then give himself a little clap on the way through, saying thanks for coming.
Oh, close, Craig. Unsure of who will be on next, Chris. There's a lot of games in play, so we don't know who's going to win. All I can tell you is it won't be either of these two. So we have Northern Gateway 10, Goulburn Murray 7 after 11. We have Metro West.
That's now 7-12, by the way, sorry.
Thank you. We have Metro West 14, Sandbelt 12 after 13. We've got Gippsland and Strzelecki.
Oh, Johnny doesn't want to open the jack here, sorry, Troy doesn't want to slice it. Gets a touch up.
Strzelecki and Gippsland with identical scores to our stream game here. Eastern Rangers 8-4 up over Ballarat Highlands. Mornington Peninsula 12-10 up after 11 over Ovens and Murray. And the big one, as we see Mickey West just going past, the big one is Brad Marin's rink from Bendigo Campaspe Goldfields 23 up against Yarra 5. And then Wimmera 13 up against West Coast 9 after 11. So most of them are tight.
You've got to love it. Like, how good is the live section there?
Yeah,
Happy days.
Very easy to use. Just click the little live button and you get all 8 games with scores, with players, with the number of ends played. What more info do you need? If you want more info, click into it and you can get an end by end score. All right, back to action here. It is 1 to Murray Malle.
What's Bahi looking for here? They sort of holding a good one, but there's not much else really
backhand
right in there, is it?
If he can beat that bowl of Craig's, or even if he just gets past, it's all good.
Not a wide line, is it?
No, it's going
to... Right over the pace hole to it. Josh, get yourself out of the way.
Oh, he got the right part of the jack.
Well, it worked out okay for him in the end, didn't it?
Fortunate.
Middleton just stays in there. Was that indication of large weight? Can get it off the outside.
Yeah, we've got two
Or arriving to keep the jack in play.
2/3 that are nowhere near each other. Swinger.
Needs to hang on, trying to.
Great effort. Not far away.
All right, so Malle boys holding a pretty good 2 at this stage. Pretty happy with that setup, I think.
You'd love another shot, but you don't want to fatten it.
I think you'd like to try and get potentially 4th shot, if possible. Nice wide line with good pace. This will almost get back in there for 4th shot. Well, it's not far away.
Do we see bigger weight from paddles?
Yeah, it won't be any less than you've just seen. Oh, hello.
Something's
play.
gonna happen.
Can play.
See you later, Jack. We'll
Like's a weapon, mate.
replay.
How easy to make that look. Just the jack just jumps over the pink in the end, and
It's our second dead
It's
end
out
of
of
the
bounds.
match.
might have been getting through the gap if it didn't jump it.
Strzelecki picking up a 4 next door.
Yeah,
Put some
what
4
was it?
up.
Level
2
a
to-
level before
yeah,
that, wasn't it?
Yeah, 4 up, 2 to play.
You see what's happening in the head in the Sandbelt Metro West game, Troy, from a couple rings across?
No, I don't know who the. I don't know the.
Could be Catters on the jack with Ali drawing in
That's
here,
a
maybe.
fair call. He does have black bowls. The orange, I don't think would be. I think the orange would be Metro West, so they could be holding 1 and a look.
Just flick that last one in, might be 2.
That one's 2, the diff 2 to play, so they're all getting down to the pointy ends. The margins on this screen very fine. 0, 2, 4, 5 in the 4 matches up here. All games well and truly on. Shorty, a metre past.
Just an instant repeat of the previous end. The Leeds able to get with it first, but made pretty good corrections with their next attempts. So there they go.
So if you go onto Bowls Link, select State Championships Men's 4s, and then click the button that says Live. That'll give you all 8 matches. 1 is completed with Bendigo Campaspe Goldfields progressing to the quarterfinals against Yarra. Every other match, no more than a margin of 5. What's caught your fancy, Sam?
Nothing that can be shared. I'm sorry. Tell you what's been good. The crowd and quite a few of the women's teams who are starting later on have come up early to have a sneak peek of how the Greens are running and supporting their club mates or region mates, if you like.
So it's women's pairs. Last 16 will be starting at 1 o'clock or thereabouts.
Well, are we 11:40 at the moment? Yeah, I'd say so.
Oh, good weight from Mickey. Does hang into the head thanks to that little glide off the shot bolt. Oh, this might, no, not quite getting the ride. Was a 1 to Sandbelt, which makes the margin there. Metro West 14, Sandbelt 13 with 1 end to play.
Just shift the cameras and then get back here when they've still got a few ends to go.
Yeah, very slow greens here, Ben. No draw either. Just straight up the line.
Who's is that Ben Winther by any chance?
No.
Oh, really?
Ben Simmons.
Oh, yeah, okay. Well, that was my second guess.
It had to be a cheeky Ben, didn't it?
Just get the third headset out. Chances.
On the outside.
Played
turns
it
in for
pretty
shot.
good. Can play. Good game. There's not like as good as the green is. I don't think it's super easy to nail one on top of the jack.
Yeah, well, it certainly punishes you if you miss your line.
Yeah.
It'll turn away.
Oh, I'm going to be made to look silly here.
Please hold. Get right on the jack.
It's a good shot.
Oh, it's a good effort.
Would have just gone too far. Looks like Malle's still holding. JT's going to get bucked to change over, beat the last. So the last will be enough for a couple. Here's he gone. Jeez, he's close.
It tightens it up.
Oh, it's a much better one.
Sure is.
Much better one.
Looking to arrive. Touch the jack. Land the blue. Can't go too big. They've only got 1 second.
Yeah, paddles just say that. Doesn't want too much speed. Just a chance to change it up. Can flick the jack out to, as we look at it behind the head, that right-hand side. Got 1 or 2 bowls out that side waiting. Looks unders.
Yeah, that's going to turn.
Don't think the speed was too bad. Can still get a
Speed
result
was
here.
really good.
Troy.
What's he done?
Troy. He's got the shot out of that.
No reaction from anyone.
Wowzers.
Can be a cruel, cruel game.
All right, well, got to get on with it. They're only 1 down. Still up and back after this, so no need to panic and still, I was going to say half a chance to maybe make something happen with a bit of weight up on the backhand, but it's a little bit of a lottery, isn't it?
Yeah, and if the jack splashes sideways to the left of screen, that's not their bowl.
The yellow's away.
Wonder if he can.
After that, it's all probably 1 down. If it does splash out to the left, his left-hand side, it's one within a few, but he doesn't splash it too far and give Paddles an easy draw for 1 or 2 themselves to make 2 or 3.
And if it goes the forehand side, the first 2 catching bowls are Geelong bowls.
Yeah, it's a good call. Still lining up backhand. Hoping to change it up.
With weight, ideally wants that white one clean.
Oh, he's giving this a chance. Needs
Jack's
to
going to
change
go
it up.
somewhere.
Oh, up
It's
the
gone
green.
forwards.
Well, there you go.
Who would have thought?
Like for like result.
The difference is, though, he kind of got what he was going for.
Jack forward, yes. There
We
you
did.
go. There's one way to get it.
Why didn't we discuss that? We discussed left. We discussed right.
Given the way the two bowls are probably sitting behind the jacket, it probably wasn't out of the question.
No, that's right.
All right, so paddles one down. Mickey West has a couple seconds after this, looking for the shot bowl clean.
You mean that shot bowl?
And
he gets the other one.
Got JT's as well. He might have made 3 or 4 here.
I think he's made 4.
And got the other one. Look at this.
Yeah, that's their other close one.
There's only 2 before that. Gets JT's and...
That's a big bowl.
Well, I'd say that's close to 4, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I think it's at least 4. And the thing is,
he
could draw the shot.
He's coming off a weighted shot on the backhand.
Yeah.
Sticking with the backhand.
But even if he draws the shot, Paddles has got to go at it. They can't look. Mickey West and Brad Pavey cannot look. You can't see them at the back of screen, but they've turned their back on it.
Just feel like this is all down to pace. Wants it to stop. Oh, geez, he's played this good. Joshua. Oh, he doesn't want to be on commentary this afternoon. He does not want to be on commentary this afternoon.
Okay, we might see if Mickey can get out the way. He just has. So you can see, but I think we're going to see a similar shot.
Absolutely, he'll go after this.
I think it's at least 4 seconds.
The only thing is, and he'd have to miss this by a way, is that they're 3 down at the very back if the jacket's all the way through.
Yeah.
I don't think that matters when you've got 4 seconds.
You've got to go for it.
Big moment in the game.
Take your opportunities.
Needs to move a little.
Get it clean without the jack. What a shot.
He did.
2 huge runners.
Good bowls. Good skips bowls. Oh, 4. Highly effective. He just got enough of it to get it past the jack.
That's 2. That's 3.
Yeah, I don't think
That
it's
might
any
be
more
it.
than that, is it?
Yeah, we'll take the 3.
Paddles. 2 huge running shots. How good is he? Three-shot lead up and back.
That's the equal biggest lead of the match. Over on that Sandbelt Metro West game, it's Metro West 1 in front, 1 to play, and I think
it's
on the crossover,
Yarraville holding.
Holding 2, I think.
Ellie has
8 inches.
Yeah, to draw a shot for 1, which would be enough to force an extra end. At that stage, the way they've been going, they'll take an extra end, I would have thought. I mean, they'll take it if Ali can draw 2 touches as well and win the game. Keep an eye on it, let you know how he goes. He's not super keen. I think he's halfway there.
Craig just drifting past. Yeah, handy opener from Shorty. 3 the difference, 2 to play. And you reply from Craig.
Yeah, did he travel too far?
He may have done, but still a good bowl.
Ali on the mat with his second attempt. Needs to draw the shot to force at least an extra end. Game down. It's a good 3 metres short with his first one. That's not even been harsh. It's just away by a while. More interested. Needs to land something, Ali.
Not going to.
No, shake hands time, Metro West boys. Big win, big win.
Through to the quarterfinals.
How about that?
It's a big scalp.
Wouldn't have called that.
to Mickey West here.
Chances. Oh, anything but.
Opens it up though. Gives them 2 seconds and a look at it.
A little head building here. Seaside on. Look at that. I'll lure him to get a second. Might look to play a similar sort of shot first. More chances here if it rips. Hello. Moving now. Lovely pace. Sort of a good shot on here for both teams. Feel like the Murray Malle boys just have to score. What's the biggest number been in the game so far? Anything more than a 3?
Nope. Each side having picked up 1-3 each. And
Tell you what,
being in the last
have
3
a look at the
ends.
expert tips to go. He wants up through the jack.
Oh, he's popped
wow.
it forwards and sideways for
Few
still one down.
funny old results in the last end and a half, as well as a few good shots. Change of hands here. If Johnny can trail the jack on the back end, holding 2 or 3.
Josh just getting in our way.
What a shot.
He's got it for
What
3.
a shot. Got on it for 3. Thank you.
As we wait for the conversations here, we'll just update you. Northern Gateway 14-7 up over Goulburn Murray. 2 to play. Strzelecki 3 up last end over Gippsland. Eastern Rangers 8-4 up after 10 over...
8-4?
Yeah, after 10 over Ballarat Highlands. 12 all after 12. Mornington Peninsula and Ovens and Murray. And West Coast look like they've come back well as we just look at this bolt.
Big
He's
target
close.
here. Heaps of angles. This might get it through the jack and out. There you go.
Replay again. So the Wimmera West Coast match is... So Wimmera led 13-9 after 11. West Coast picked up a 4 to go 13 all. And then they picked up a 5 the next end. So
who's this? Wimmera against West Coast?
So West Coast picked up 9 in the last 2 ends.
Is that Damo Richards' side?
Yes. And in fact, 2 ends prior to that, they picked up a 3. So they were 12-6 down 4 ends ago. And now they've scored 12 shots to 1 in 4 ends to be 5 up 2 to play.
The Lawnies, hey? You never know what's round the corner.
Absolutely. And that is a win to Northern Gateway over Goulburn Murray.
Had to work hard for it. A little bit too strong in the end. With a few other results, they'll back themselves to have a good run in the 4s. All right, had to restart this one. Good in the bowls. Alan Drury said, no, it's not. Got to get the jack out of bounds and we'll go again.
Bit of a loose head. The heads coming back the other way have been a bit tighter than going this way. Something just catching Shorty's eye on the crossover next
James
door.
Cullen just taking a bit of a detour. Good to see him back out on the green, actually.
He's got the compression sock on there. Had a bit of an injury during the Vic Open. Yeah, better one here from Shorty. Yep, that's done the damage. Right in behind the jack.
It's corrected well every time I've seen, actually. Little half chance here. Still plenty more bowls to be played.
Plenty of room for John.
Oh, played this good. Doesn't want to leave a target now. Just to hurry past the shot bowl.
He's
Played it good.
done it well. He's past the shot bolt. So the game next door, Strzelecki 3 up. Last end, Gippsland, Brad Lancaster has played a swinger. He's moved the jack, but they're not getting too excited, so I don't think he's made the 3 that they need. No, he's 1 down. And they will shake hands, so that is a win to Strzelecki as Mickey West just goes past that jack, second shot bolt. Quicker, but getting to the 3 Geelong bowls. Loosest front end so far in this match for the Geelong boys, so important for Alan Drury to get something close.
This is going as well, so chance here.
Yeah.
Buck to draw a shot in here.
They've got nothing within a metre.
Chance needs to stop stop.
Well, that's in the
What
count.
am I talking about? Spinning. It does. 3.
Still no target.
Yeah, not really. Seem to play the good speed here.
Looks to be tight. Yeah, this is putting Brad Pavey under the pump here.
Away.
It's the loosest end for the game.
JT has a quick think about it and backs Buggy to put another one in.
14th end's probably not when you want your loosest end for the game.
Giving this a chance as well.
This will be 4. Oh, and
Oh,
no real
wowee.
target. That's
Well, what does
excellent.
Paddles do here, son?
Yeah, it's a tough one, isn't it? Do you back yourself to get something, knowing if you miss, you'll be 5 down
Well,
when
that's
you're
the other
next.
thing. If you go and miss, and you give JT the room to keep piling them in, right?
Correct. That's exactly what they're discussing.
I think he'll back himself to go it.
I think he will too.
A couple running shots I've seen him
Yeah.
have a go at early in the game have been pretty good.
The last bowl just fattened it a touch. Not a lot, but a little bit.
He'll go this. Oh, I can't believe he's drawn it. I love that he backs his draw. Needs to let go. Needs to let
He
go
can
more.
Land the back one, he'll cut it to 3. Okay.
Yeah, it's not a bad result at all. Cuts it to 3. Gets a good 4 shot
And it also turns
into a
that,
position it can't be removed either.
yeah, and it turns it past Ocean Grove's next closest, so that if by any chance, if he went big and his went out, that one wouldn't be in the
You
count.
like to Josh and ask him what he's playing, whether he's trying to cover and count on the back end or draw another one in.
Drawing another one. You can't, I couldn't see the jack going back. It's going to go sideways if he gets it, surely.
Tell you what,
Has it got enough to count?
Joshua, did you throw the
Don't
ball?
think so. I think it'd still be 3. Can't get their own without at least 1 or 2 of
I don't think that
the
makes it any easier
oppositions.
to draw either. Plays more searching, or as you said, Troy might just line this up. He's done the hard work with his first one.
He has. It's a big shot, whatever he elects to do. It's one of those ones that if you miss, you will be punished for it. On the scoreboard, the worst place to be punished. Okay. Looking for it. Yep.
After it. Oh, I tell you what.
He's got something.
So you,
He's got the jack. What a shot. He's played some big runners in this game.
he is better than bowls than you and I combined. And by a margin.
What a shot.
How's the effort, though, to back himself to try and draw it?
Yep. He cut it down with the first.
Gave it a chance to sort of sit anything, just past.
Didn't leave his bowl sticking out either. And then goes whooshka.
See, that's just playing a good area, and then you could argue that's still a good result, but you give it a chance for multiple, like in that
Yeah,
area,
that's
to,
right.
to rip back and anything to happen.
Yeah, 100%. Played a good end there, the boy.
And then the second one, that's all him. He is him. Try that one again.
It's been 4 dead ends, all heading back to the clubhouse. And I think all by the Ocean Grove team. Certainly 3 of them at least. And I think all 4. This is the only game left on this green. So again, Craig missing past the jack.
This is the greatest moment of a live stream I've ever seen.
What are you giggling about, Sam?
What do you mean?
I was,
Johnny Caldwell's just received a phone call on the green, and he doesn't have his phone on silent. That's the phone that was ringing.
the live scoring. Ah,
And he
okay.
hasn't just declined the call, he's picked up the call, picked it up. I can't play right now, I'm playing bowls.
I wasn't looking. I was looking at other
In the
scores.
last 16 of a state game this week, and we're 3 down with 2 to play.
It's my job
That's
to draw the shot.
fantastic. Yeah. Shorty's won the lead battle again here. There's still room for either draw the shot.
Yeah, no time limits this week, Michael.
Love that.
Absolutely. Okay, John's phoned a friend, and let's see how he's gone. Not too bad.
Phone a friend. Not bad, not bad.
What's Mickey West got in reply? Brad loves it.
There's the tipster going.
The tipster's drawn.
Ah,
It's
that's how it's
cold.
done. That's how it's done.
He would have tipped that.
We should have asked him who he tipped before this one.
We actually discussed it, Tony and I. We felt like he'd probably tip himself.
It's missing the line here, isn't it?
Yeah, you won't be happy with that one.
So the next three, I'm interested to see what JT calls here.
Yeah, he's calling the aggressive. They are 3 down on the board, 2
Like
to play.
that. Like that.
And they've got 3 seconds.
Just having a quick look. Mornington Peninsula and Uffington Murray all square heading into the last end. Tell you what.
What are you going to tell me?
Oh, he has to get a result here. No way.
No hole. Oh, he got
Oh,
a
the
flick.
straightener onto the jack.
Yeah, played it well.
Oh, there was plenty of options. It looked like for half a second it was going to get an impossible gap again.
Yeah.
It ended up getting a real nice result.
I think they're going to look. They're looking big under the black, around the white.
They are only one.
Jack or bowl.
Only one down. Lead of 3. If he finds that important belly's the jack,
Be huge.
big time.
Needs to hold past that white. Does give him.
Well,
The back
he
bowl.
gives Paddles a look at the bowl clean now as
It
well.
does, and gives him a backy.
You're unlikely to get the bowl clean, but it's going to look a lot better from the mat.
Where do you want us? Under. Reckon you're just under. Under there. Yep. Yards there, you get shot. Another one. Happy go to there's all good too.
From a searching backhand weighted shot, forehand draw. If he stays on, it's good.
Yeah.
Wow, it's not the worst home.
It's a very good home.
Paddles has to go with it now if he gets the jack.
So we're just going to pan down. Thank you, Josh. There it is. We'll just keep going. We'll see how close that is to the ditch. Yeah, not far from the ditch at all. They do have second. Looks to be fairly locked in. Bowl clean's probably the best result now. He's playing these runners exceptionally well. And he's got it clean.
Oh, no, he doesn't get it
didn't
clean.
get
He
it
doesn't get it
clean.
clean.
Oh,
you don't
my.
speak the truth. It's a lie.
And that is a toucher that's gone into the ditch.
Ew.
He's now 2 down.
Wow, how has he won worse?
That is pear-shaped.
Well, they've threatened to pick up 3 a couple times playing this end. JT can draw this at a 3rd. This will be the toughest assignment Paddles had faced to try and cut back.
And JT, of course, with another one to come still.
Not a bad first half. Just needs to run the trip. Just a hurry.
Don't think it's going to.
Paddle's got to back himself to draw as close as he can. You see something else. Shot bowlers in the touch-up. Could potentially go and get it back to 1 if that's easier than trying to draw a second shot or draw these shot.
I think if he's playing that, he's playing that swing
I
way to
think
get.
that-
I think it's a draw, and
think
that
that foot is there for a reason.
Correct. so that if he's a bit wide, he can get it off it.
That's for the backhand draw underneath.
And if he misses, he can just get it off that
Yeah.
foot.
I won't say anything. Opposition might.
So from a swinger to a draw.
Stamps his feet in.
He's a bit quick.
Just Gus, that's out.
Okay, so Josh with a free hit to level this game with an end to play. We don't fail to pick the good ones.
What do you mean we?
We.
It's all me again.
Yeah, there's no I in team.
There is a me.
There is.
Quicker or not? Yep. Had to be. Needs to stay on here.
It does. Oh, it was quicker. It's a missed opportunity.
It's gone in by a fair way in the end. Disappointed with that.
Doing a measure.
Quicker, all right.
I didn't think it was that quick though.
Made paddles look good.
Gee, if this is 3, that's really.
Where's the
really
third
cruel.
one? Up near the pink of.
The red and white. That's a very
Johnny's.
cruel result if. Two. Won the diff last end. Does open the opportunity for an extra end. Of course, you could get an extra end when they're level last end, but it's highly unlikely.
Oh, yes. How do we go in the Mornington, Ovens and Murray? Any result down there? They were all square heading into the last end.
Go boys. Done well.
Nothing. Alrighty, Shorty's usually left it up to his second bowl to nail the jack on the first attempt. He's over here but runs into the jack in a cheeky trout. Sticks with it most of the way. Ends up close to jack high. Let's see if Rippo can respond. Just forehand.
Just about the longest end of the game.
Well, it is after Shorty trailed it. And this is a fair response. Very good startup. Yeah, no, Shorty's trailed that a good metre. His
I
opening
was
bowl.
just talking to our marketing manager then, and I missed the action.
You missed it.
Yeah, I missed it.
Should be multitasking.
I'm a male.
Sure. Tell you what. It's a to run all the way past now, yep. It's a handy spot. Extra red, extra red, extra red, extra red, extra red.
There's a few that are just mulling around to watch the conclusion of this match.
Well, it looked like the pick of the game, to be fair. In terms
sure
of
did.
A close game that was going to be a fairly high standard. Bertrong hard hit, needs to run all the way. One down, gives them something to work with.
Just underneath it.
Johnny Caldwell on his backhand. Just need to keep building the head here. Don't get shot just yet. It's coming in an okay area. Good speed here. Needs to run the trip either side.
Round it. Yeah, he's done well.
Okay, there's a couple.
That's the 2 they require. And they are sitting next to each other, and Paddles is going.
Yeah, he's
I might-
given Mickey the freedom to sort of pick his hand and draw a shot here.
He's given him that freedom the whole game.
Love that.
Yep, I love that for a 2 as well. Even if it's just what I'd call a 60-40 shot, I would still give my second free range to pick their hand, and we might back cut that.
Oh, wow. It's nearly cheeky.
Stay there.
Half,
Just under the white.
half a cheek.
Look, I know it was under anyway, but look at that, just rip right at the end.
Yeah,
It's gone
yeah.
a mile.
Yes, they do.
Johnny Caldwell got the good speed here again, Troy. Can they land one
Yeah.
right on top of it? Tell you what.
Well, that's 3, but it looks inviting.
It's a nervous good.
Run the jack in the ditch.
Here we go. Run it in. Sit on it. They win the game. Well, there is a toucher, but
Well, it
It's
didn't
pretty
work.
hard to
Didn't work
beat.
out last time.
no.
It's not up there with good results.
Mickey West. Forehand.
Any thoughts?
He's got one of them. Nope. Through the hole.
I mean, it would have been unlucky, but he's nearly actually flicked our own bowl. He only got one pass the jack. He nearly flicked that out.
Yeah.
Would have been jack or nothing otherwise. Still think you got to try and get to this first, don't you? Don't think that can stay the way it is.
Tuck it around the corner would be
Not
nice.
sure if it's got the weight to change anything up. Just dead draw.
Not going to get in the way either.
Up to you, mate. You can sort of reach up there.
I think it's up to whatever you're confident with if you're the person playing it here, isn't it?
Yeah, well, that's exactly what Paddles is called. The first 3 words were up to you. And initially he's suggesting arrive forehand, but if he wanted to play something different, which he's elected to, he'd be okay with that too. Confidence on the mat is very important. So not seeing the same sort of weight that Mickey West played. Can he land this shot bowl? Oh, what a shot. That's a ripper. In behind the jack.
Good guys. It's all to us.
And it's a nice positive call to spot there. Now 3 to
Yard away.
Looking to
One down.
use the bowls that they have. They're very usable. Even trailing the jack, they've got a couple of bowls out there.
how's he on? Oh, it's gone on him
Needs
early,
to
has it?
hang on. It's another one out there.
There's someone all the way past so you can see what's happening.
They've got 3 of them there. 3 Danger Will Bravos.
They can only afford to drop one. Like, where do you get to try and cover that?
Oh, I think in between the red and the last one. That's where I'd be getting. Make some play.
I was going to say
Perfect
wide of them.
weight.
If you're wide of them, you're sort of battling with not getting back in time as well.
Yeah.
In bounds.
I like a foot past the red. Anywhere in that area has uses.
Yeah.
Of course, you do that, JT can get the bowl out clean anyway. So you can't cover everything.
I'm stood in front of the screen, so I don't actually have behind the headers there angles to get the yellow out without the jack.
Yes. There's an angle through those bowls.
Troy, what's happening?
What about
Troy?
this? Oh, no. He nearly trailed it to the side they wanted.
I
but
think
if he
JT's
gives-
team's holding one now.
I think they are. I think he's given shot away. Just overplayed that. And
Oh, geez,
It
I'm
was
also,
tight.
I'm all of a sudden glad I'm not playing. These are the games you want to be a part of, but not if they don't go your way.
is it 1 or is it 2?
No, I don't think it's 2.
I think it's 1. We might be receiving an indication for one of those players, Sammy.
Not sure any of them have had a really good look at it.
Well, it's not the Ocean Grove head, but you'd think the Murray Malle would know what's going on. The Murray Downs boys. Ball on the way.
Hurries all the way past. It's actually not a bad home here.
That tells me maybe they're holding two.
Oh, yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Not sure the players really know either. So definitely one to Murray Malle, and
Craig's had a good look. He's
Yep.
saying one. Thank you, Craig.
Paddles can still play a nice shot. He just doesn't want to slice the jack. That's the only danger, isn't it?
Yeah, but, you know, if you play good
I
weight,
think he's playing underneath, sit the bowls more than
Sit the
trying to get the
bowls.
jack anyway, right?
Jack's a bonus. The best result is Jack.
He wants to
but-
be going near the jack, though. He wants to be sitting the bowls.
Well, the best result is trailing the jack because it takes it away from their catches, but
Yeah.
the easier is to land the bowls.
Fair opening game. Brad Pavey, one down.
And one up on the head, on the big board. It's not going to get down enough. That's where they wanted one about 1.5 minutes ago.
JT trying to get back to the draw this time.
You've got to draw another shot. You've got a chance to win the game. You've got to do it because Brad can put that jack anywhere. They only need one and they win. Second shot and we go to an extra end as it stands. So he's got to try and count. Plenty of people watching at the end of this rink.
What? It's an absolute heap just in this far corner. Trying to get a gauge on speed. I'm not entirely sure it's all the way there. Or is it? It might be.
Will it get
Trying
down
hard.
enough?
Wow, the speed
Oh,
was
it's
there
fallen.
easily and falls.
He's given us a little face of close.
Oh, that ran a lot further than I thought it was going to. I
Did.
tell you what.
Yeah, the green's picking up pace.
I knew it was running quick, but I didn't think that was getting there.
Are you in, Josh?
Oh, does it make it close for the second or not? Still
What's-
a nice shot for Paddles to play underneath and land a shot bowl.
Josh thinking it's just the one. Of course, it's not his head to have a good look at. Okay, he's trying to flat draw this because they're saying, if I miss it, we go to an extra end. If I play bigger and I slice the jack or I turn the yellow out, we lose the game.
He'll draw this.
He's played some huge runners, some huge conversions with his runners. Can he play the delicate draw to win the game?
You'd have
Bowl
to
on
think
its
he'd
way.
be in a way in the area, surely.
They're interested.
Tell you what.
He's quick. Can he sit that and flop? Think he's done it.
Oh, has he sat the bowl to win the game?
He may have. It is a shake of hands. That will be a 14-12 win to the Geelong Region Ocean Grove quartet of Craig Rippon, Mick West, Alan Drury, Brad Pavey. What a fantastic opening match.
Fair
of the
game.
Sure was. 2025 State Champs Week. Thank you to Bendigo City Council. Thank you to Moama and to Dandenong Club for bringing the stream. Thanks to our commentators, our officials. Thanks to you, Josh, on the cameras. We will be back at around about 1 o'clock with a men's quarterfinal match where Metro West will be up against Northern Gateway. See you soon.